What's up, Boulder? Who likes coffee? Think about it. Who loves their caramel cappuccinos? Think back into your memory and think about the first time you drank coffee. If you need to, close your eyes. Think about the time that the aroma. All right? The aroma is wonderful, but if you need to, close your eyes and think about it. So I went completely numb the first time that I drank coffee. I also felt like I was struck by lightning, and I lost all control of my faculties. I'd become an epileptic at 8 years old. Yeah, I was officially different. Maybe not physically, like I can walk around, I can do my thing, but I was different. At 18 years old, I started getting into coffee, and it wasn't for the coffee, it was for the beautiful redhead behind the counter. Basically, hot coffee and beautiful baristas. But epilepsy is a nervous system disorder, and coffee also affects the nervous system, right? We can all agree on that. So, I am an extremist. I took caffeine when I became a barista to a whole nother level. I rode my bike around, I smoked, I drank up to 32 shots of espresso a day. It was a little intense. But epilepsy is an interesting thing because people once believed that it was controlled by the moon. Theodore Roosevelt was also an epileptic, along with Prince, thank you. But coffee is hygroscopic, which means it changes. I ended up in Seattle, Washington, on my own social crazy experiment, which is a whole nother Ignite talk altogether. I got married in 2005. I had a child in 2006, but my last seizure was June 21st, 2005. And coffee came back into my life. But I needed a direction. I had inspiration, but Ozo Coffee Company created that drive, that wonderfulness, that learning. I went to a barista competition in 2012. Does anybody want to be judged by this guy? Seriously. Hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Hands down. In 2016, I got to go to TED. Awesome experience. I made coffee for the greatest minds in the generation for 12 hours a day, and then I spent 6 hours learning about coffee and coming down off of coffee. So Denver and the Front Range is one of the hottest spots in coffee right now. Really cool. All over Denver, there's beautiful things happening in coffee. So this is the wine flavor wheel, the SCAA coffee flavor wheel, amazingly similar. The only really similarities they have are regional characteristics. We're skipping that part. So coffee is new in the industry. It's ripe, it's sexy. We have a lot of fun. Now I'm connecting beer because beer and coffee go together beautifully. The Front Range has more breweries than I even know how to count, honestly. And many coffee companies are basically sucking tit with beer. Farm-to-table food is like direct trade coffee. Companies are traveling to Central America and doing all sorts of crazy stuff. The extremist of community in food, coffee, and other things. The ID Wild is where the principal's office is, awesome coffee shop. The Source is the boxcar. There's so many awesome things. Each blue dot here basically states that A barista paid $45 to be in a barista guild. So anybody who has an opportunity to be in a guild should take advantage of it, because what you put in, you get out. And rituals are important. Basically, drink coffee with friends, drink beer with friends, eat food with friends, drink food with strangers. Any and all of the above.